the kind of uncertainty that we were wired with, we drift closer to the end without even realizing that now we're inches closer to the end. For us, it's only go, it's only do it, it's only try, it's only build, it's only create, it's only smile, it's only laugh, it's only live. Dying, yes, we know about it, but what can we do about it? Even if we can accommodate it, even if we can acknowledge it, what can we do about it? We let it be there. We just do what we are. We really don't stop. We continue. We form dreams. We create. We make this place so beautiful. We leave legacies that will never follow us. We are made to be so beautiful, to be caught up by that beauty, not to focus on what hunts us down. Because there is no flower that is not surrounded by bees. And for us to be this beautiful, we smile even at the face of the enemy himself. Man, we pour our heart, we become so exposed. We grow in ecstasy each and every day whilst nearing the age, whilst nearing the fall. And the one who created us, who sees from an outside perspective, seeing all the danger we're courted by, seeing all the vulnerability, the fragility we're courted by, seeing that we are here as God and yet we give it our best as if it's permanency. His heart already begins breaking from that perception, from that anticipation of that danger, of that collapsing, you see, of that mourning, of that shattering that is lurking around the corner. So this is the kind of curse, this is the kind of misalignment, this is the kind of unfairness that God descended from heaven to save us from. Understanding that we roll impeccably towards such an undeserving end, you really couldn't stay there. We meet people, we love them so much, we form so powerful bonds that eventually become broken. And when they break, the pain is not that we're finally gonna stop breathing. The pain is that we're probably gonna continue breathing, but suppressed, suffocated. The pain is not that this is dying. The pain is that this is gonna be alive, but in different places. The pain is that you're gonna be somewhere, you're gonna continue being something or somebody that I'm never gonna have the chance to know. I'm never gonna know if you're fine. I'm never gonna know if you miss me. Even if you miss me, I'm never gonna reach out my hand to hold you, to touch you, to be with you. The love keeps boiling hotter. Yet when you understand the way they can be snatched away from my hand, it really shouldn't be taking me that high, because man, the fall is gonna hurt more. But what can I say? We grow beautifully, we live beautifully. The more I sleep next to you is the more I can live without you. The more I think about you is the more I cling harder. And the more that happens is the more the calamity gains strength, is the more the danger increases. But we don't see that. Even if we see that, we cannot stop it, we cannot prevent it, because we are beautifully unfolding. That's the confidence, that's the technology of our elevation. We just keep doing it better and better. We just keep rising to the horizon. You see, man, the sky is the limit. Man, we journey near, we keep scratching eternity, we keep scratching heaven itself, whilst never gripping our clothes on it. So I look them in the eyes. What can I do? Be a coward, run away. I join the enemy by doing so. You cannot say, I love them so much to run away from them. I love them so much to disappoint them now, whilst I can still tolerate it. No, it doesn't work like that. The future is meant to bring things that you're never gonna know. So the strength And the kind of war we were designed for is to enter where we don't know and try to make sense of that which doesn't make sense. Once you run away from that reality, you're running away from yourself. Everything has a reality, and this is our reality. So you're not meant to reduce that love then. You're not meant to measure, to scale that love, to try and put it within bearable limits. No, you're not meant to do like that. You're meant to pour it all out, all that heart. You're not meant to love them less because now you know they're gonna leave you, because now you know at the twinkling of a finger this could be all gone. No, you wake up, man, you give this art your very best, because if there is no escaping it, then there is only marriage with it. There is only intertwining ourselves with it. You see, man, we are only meant to collect the broken pieces, and the more committed we are in doing so, that is where continuity lies. Because fighting this reality, because trying to escape this reality is making it worse, is stopping to live, is seeking for inexistent answers. And that's a waste of time, that's a waste of heart. Just let it boil, just let it run as fast as it wants to be. And if it heals the wall, that's gonna be the end of it. We don't just die, but we die again and again. We don't just break, we break deeper and deeper. We don't just hurt, we hurt men in places that you wouldn't even imagine. Why? How is that so? Because every composition, you see, every nerve that wires us is delicacy. It is vulnerability. The environment corrupted, the environment ruthless, harsh, boiling, and we come as wonderful as we are, as innocent as we are, as fragile as we are, and we try to fix that place, and we try to pour our heart. And man, really our presence does ameliorate things, it does embellish things, but at the expense of our existence, at the expense of our departure, at the expense of us boiling away, at the expense of us disappearing like smoke, such that our names are only kept for a few decades. They don't even last to another generation. The legacies, man, they are eaten by vultures. And the hope is God at the end, because the solution is not with us, but the process is with us. So definitely something greater than us, something higher than us has to save us, because we don't have what it takes to save ourselves. Within us, within this authenticity, within real you is a way home. Within that brokenness is happiness, is victory. At the end of this tunnel is the light. So we continue holding on to powerful forces, namely trust, namely hope, namely faith, namely care, namely love. We're the only species of creation that holds the most authentic of these qualities. And looking at our composition, perhaps to some eternal other things, perhaps angels, were things that were supposed to be doing this thing at the best level. But no, God admires it more in us. God loves us more in us, such that He descends, He leaves heaven itself, comes down to be with us. He found His best friend, Abraham, in this very brokenness. So who are you to tell me that this brokenness is never going to make sense at the end? Who are you to tell me that things are going to end like this? Who are you to tell me that there is never a happy ever after? No, God found the person of His heart in this very sin-filled world. You see, man, in this very imperfection, He found something that could please His heart. His Son, his most delicate prizes. He subjected it into this very world. He clothed it with this very complicated body, this very body filled with weaknesses, with sorrows, this very unfinished project, with this very fleeting possession. He liked it. To say goodbye to you, my friend, right now, that is the beginning of another beauty. I know we have begun some elements of beauty. I know we've been accustomed to some natures of beauty, to some natures of relationships, to certain natures of life, of sanity, of sense, such that we've concluded that if something is working according to our will, according to our want, according to how we wish, they have to look like this. But I slightly beg to differ in the sense that that's a beauty that absolutely came from nowhere. That's a beauty that introduced itself to us. That's a beauty that we created from scratch. That's a beauty that we made. But no, that's not the only beauty. You see, where you think there is an end, God is beginning something else. Another element of beauty begins. So my friend, let's not call it goodbye. Let's call it see you later. Let's call it the beginning of another adventure. Let's not say we're dying. Let's say we're beginning to live in another world, in another frequency. Because man, that is how we peel off after all. We don't just die once and it becomes over. No, we're not plants. No, we're not animals. We have eternity. We continue existing, man in manners that we can never explain. So this continuous body, be there and I be here. I'm gonna keep burning. I'm gonna hold on to what I can hold on. I'm gonna continue living. And I want you to do the same. Separated or together, that's not the end of us. We continue. You're gonna meet new people. Not that I want you to live without me, but to continue living is the best thing I wish for you. And I hope that's the best thing you will wish for me. The kind of authenticity, the kind of love, the kind of best we wish for each other will really speak those words, will really encourage us not to just kill it. It will really be disappointed if we could do so, but it will always expect us to still go after it, to go for all of it. You see, man, yes, in this very manner. So this is not goodbye. This is see you later. This is not you dying. You're gonna just be fine with or without me. You're just gonna be fine.